Hi everybody, hope you're all well. I'm Hannah from Hannah's Decodes. Last week I mentioned that today I might connect with Source, Creator, my higher self, and I sort of did that briefly just before I came on. And something that keeps popping into my mind and that I'm practicing a fair bit is stepping into the feeling of freedom. And for everyone, that word probably means something quite different. And for me, it's a place of peace and without the stresses of your bills and all that kind of stuff. So we can get to that feeling by practice and intention. And so I just think, and that's something that you can do regularly. So I just thought that might be a nice thing to do today, is contemplate freedom and what that means to you, and perhaps try and find that space of freedom. And for some people, maybe it's running on the beach, but I think, just for that day-to-day emotion of what it is to be free. And for me, it's a place of peace. So I think if life is running very smoothly and you're in abundance and you're thriving, you feel quite calm and peaceful. So I think that's a place that if we focus on collectively, we get there collectively as well as individually. So, and using that, sorry, I'm losing my voice a bit, using that magnetic emotional tool of feeling what it is to have that state of peace, and those emotions are like magnets, and you kind of draw that kind of future, if you like, towards you. So why don't we just sit quietly, feet on the floor, and do some nice gentle belly breaths. And if you want to, you can do the quantum breath of breathing. Imagine your consciousness down at below your feet, and there's a beautiful ball of light, and then you breathe that up in 1, 2, 3, 4, up to a ball of light above your head, and then breathe it down, and you can send that out through your middle. And that's kind of quite a nice way of spreading this emotion and this feeling of freedom and peace. So let's just get comfortable. And you might want to begin with just contemplating a little bit what you feel and think freedom and peace is. And yeah, so just contemplate on that, and then sort of just breathe into that. And for some people, the idea of getting to that place and thinking, oh, freedom and peace for me is having enough money, and then they might think of money and feel stressed because they haven't got enough money. So perhaps be gentle with yourself and just feel like the potential is there. If you take those little steps, the potential there to be abundant in money is there. And instead of saying I am abundant or I want to be abundant, I have the potential coming to me of being abundant. It's just a gentler way that your emotional body may accept more easily. And do it with other things that you feel freedom and peace mean to you. Okay, so let's just get comfortable, and we'll start breathing. And remember, you can use pictures and scenarios in your head of where you feel free and peaceful, and words if you want to, sentences. Okay, pause there if you'd like to continue on. Things that came to me were things like that sort of letting your physical body really relax. And for me, that's things like a bath and water. So I imagine myself in this place where I'm just so physically relaxed and in safety and feeling abundant in so many ways. So so that was a little tool I used, but I think it's just important to reflect on and try and get into excuse me, that state of just that emotional state of feeling relaxed, and that life is effortless. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know what's happening to my throat. Sometimes this happens when I come on the videos. I think actually it's often when I've had a day in the studio and I haven't talked at all, and then suddenly I come on and think I'll talk, and my throat is a bit kind of croaky. I don't know why. So anyway, I hope that helps, and I think it's something to reflect on and tune into, and if we all do these things a little bit more so together, they will definitely compound and have that sort of 100 monkey effect. And I think that's what we need at the moment, sort of, get into our place of peace and calmness and freedom. Okay, that's it, guys. I hope to see you next week. And if you'd like to, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.